Hello, hello, Friday afternoon. So we've come somewhere to meet yet another member of the team who maybe some of you haven't met before. So who are you and what do you do?
Yes, I am Lucy Hurley. I work at Christchurch Food Bank here in Christchurch, and I'm the administrator. And then when Sarah or Tracy aren't around, then I'll do a bit of managing in the actual food bank room. So yeah.
So this is like it's like the control centre for Christchurch Food Banking here. There's sort of everything comes out of this little room. So Lucy, thank you for what you're doing. Can you maybe share something that's been a real sort of joy or a blessing or a bit of a win in recently?
Yeah, I think part of my role has obviously been to support Sarah and Tracy, and by doing a lot of the admin, not all of it, but most of it. It's meant that when I first started, they were only managing the community meal once every fortnight.
Yeah.
Now it's moved to every week.
Brilliant.
And then obviously by me doing the background admin, it's been able to release Sarah and Tracy to do loads more in the food bank. They had their first family fun day the other day. And again, in the background, I'm just doing bits and bobs for them, so they've been able to do that, which has been amazing.
Yeah,
as well.
And actually, there are things that Lucy's been quite modest about here, because it is true that when Tracy and Sarah aren't here, Lucy comes out and actually just keeps a sort of an eye on what's going on here. So actually, you're involved in all parts of the food bank, really.
Yeah.
But this is the sort of the heart of what's going on. So that's great. So some of the challenges maybe that you face here?
I think it's successes and challenges in that I've got to know quite a few of the clients who come here, the long-term ones. And again, that's when I'm out and about in the food bank, meeting them and chatting to them. Sometimes we see them make amazing progress and we can support them through that and help them through that, and see them have some real wins in their own lives and their families. Sometimes we provide these amazing services for them and they just need to make that step. And sometimes I guess the challenge is they find that really difficult. So, you can provide all this support, but they have to take that step themselves independently to make that change. So maybe that's a slight difficulty in that we can't always see people change their lives because they have to take the initiative as well.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's one of our values, isn't it? The fifth one is empower, and actually we're enabling people, but actually it's a togetherness, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got to do it tough together.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing those things, because actually walking alongside someone and then not seeing them move forward, I know is frustrating for a lot of you, but we're doing the right thing. We are walking alongside them, and at some point they will make that step, hopefully. So thank you. Keep praying for Lucy. Is there anything outside of work you want to tell us?
I
School
think
starting?
Yeah, probably for a lot of us, September's a really transitional time, isn't it? We've sort of had a bit of a summertime. Maybe some of us have had holidays, and I think it's that whole change from holidays and just sort of kids around to now my children going back to school next week, and secondary school for one of them starting. So, and basically being a taxi most of the time. So I think the whole back into busy school term life is just something that I'm aware of next week, and probably for a lot of you as well. So. Yeah, hopefully that goes okay.
It's a great shout actually. First week of September, lots going on, and so do pray for people like Lucy and others who have families, and there's going to be a lot going on in that particular week. You're talking about transition, two really interesting transitions that we've seen. I don't know whether you've picked up, but we had a guy who came through the workshop, the carpentry workshop, and Leah put a little note out here, and he's now done the college course to get onto the Sunseeker apprenticeship course, and he successfully made it on. So he started this week. So we're hugely overjoyed for him, and he's got such a lot of confidence, which he didn't have at all. But he was the guy who tried to he tried to show Prince William how to make a garden dibber, and now he's on the Sunseeker course. Isn't that amazing? So that's really good. Just a couple of other people things. So Jo Thorpe. You remember Jo? Well, she's been travelling and she's back with us. So from Monday, she'll be doing 8 hours a week as Hope into Action Empowerment Worker 2, because we're going to have a house which is all women. So it's fantastic to have someone like Jo who's going to be able to look after that. And then a couple of other things that would be good for you to know. So sadly, Tammy Beaumont, our Southbourne Food Bank manager, is going to leave us. She's got other things going on outside of work which she wants to concentrate on. So we'd be really sad to see you leave, Tammy, but thank you for all you have done over the last year. And just so you know, we're having, unfortunately, finances have been what they are. We're having to finish the gardening project that Mikey's been doing for a couple of days a week. So Mikey's hours are going down later on in the month as well. But again, we're really grateful for Mikey focusing in on the storehouse stuff, because there's some really interesting project coming down the line with the council. So a lot of change, a lot of transition, but keep praying for people like Lucy and for all she does. Thank you, Lucy, for what you do and for all the team here. And have a really good week, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.